to work. 3, 2, 1. Rock Salt MUZKAST Experience with Aaron and Dave on the Zoom call today is the guys from Reborn. It's Ryan and Marco from Reborn.
What up, guys?
We get the applause. Cool.
The live studio audience.
Get in our studio here.
That's as many people as that was at their show the other night. Right? We had a jam-packed, sold-out show in San Antonio at the Rock Box.
Yeah.
How's it going, guys?
Going Saturday.
Going good.
All right. Marco's got a day job like the rest of us, so we have to make this quick because he's on break, and we don't want to get him in trouble at work.
Yeah.
You guys got a new song out,
Sure.
and you teased it a little when you guys sent the mug, the tumbler to Aaron for his birthday.
Yeah.
Tell me what the name of the song is.
The song is called Reflection.
And tell me all about it, man. What's it about? And where'd you come up with it?
I think reflection comes from a place of like not wanting to, you look at yourself in the mirror and you feel like you're a certain way, you're living your life a certain way, but in reality, you're somebody completely different. So it comes from a point where it's like there's two different sides of you, one day you're doing good, another day you're messing up and falling back. And so it's kind of at a place to where, it gets to that point where you're just like, you know what, I want to live life right. And this is it. I'm giving it all to God.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
And the reflection, I don't know if this is what you guys put into the song, but our reflection that we see in the mirror might not be the same reflection or it may not be the way that God sees us.
Right. Yeah, that's pretty similar.
Okay. I've listened to the song. Don't get me wrong. I've listened to it a few times, and it's a little lighter than the last song.
Mm-hmm.
This is their power ballad.
Yeah.
In a way, yeah.
I mean, no offense by that, but it is a little lighter. It's not as hard as the last two songs that came out. And they just put it up on Spotify, and you're out there playing gigs and doing your thing. How many songs do you have in your repertoire right now that aren't out there? I mean, you don't go out and just do a 3-song show. I know that.
No, definitely not.
We have a few originals, stuff that we haven't released yet. We're still in the recording process. What is it called? We have the demos almost done. We're working on it. We're working on new material.
It all takes time. That's for sure.
Who do you send the demos to? I mean, when demo's done, who do you send them to kind of see, hey, does this work, and get some advice?
With
the producer we're working with. I mean, we're kind of tracking as we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is what we record the song. We get the parts done, and that's our demo, sort of. Yeah.
Okay.
He's listening. The producer he's listening as we're going, and I mean, we kind of we did it pretty much all ourselves. I mean, we just did it.
That's what I was saying to Aaron yesterday, was that, back in the day, you put together a demo tape, which was a real raw cut of your songs, and you put it out to the producers and the record companies, and they would polish it up. And nowadays, because everybody's, the studios, I'm looking at my board, which back in the day would have been 5 feet long. Now it's 1.5 feet long. You can do this in your home, and you guys, even the demos are coming out really polished and sounding really good.
Yeah.
So it gives you a nice platform to jump off from, I think, if not that your stuff isn't good, but if a good producer comes in and goes, well, that's good, but try this, and it takes you to the next level.
Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't had that.
Nope, not yet.
It's coming, guys. It's coming.
All right.
You just got to be patient. Aaron?
Well, I'm saying their 3 songs on Spotify are really good.
They're quality.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I turn it on. You know, I've got my liked songs on Spotify. I just turn that playlist on anytime I want to just shuffle stuff. And Reborn's right there. I'm trying to think of the name of what was the name of the last song that you guys put out?
Deeper Again.
Deeper Again. I love that song. That's probably my favorite song.
Nice.
Not to downplay Reflection or anything, but that's my favorite song. I love the vocals on it. But yeah, it's right there on my liked songs playlist, along with Saving Jackie and Ocean Dark. And then I've got some Striper and a little bit of everything in there. But you guys are right there, and it sounds quality.
Yeah, I think a lot of times too, what we'll do, the producer, the guy that we have working, shout out to Tabron, you know, he'll send us a mix and say, hey, how does this sound? And we'll go listen to it, and hey, this needs to get tweaked, or, you know, so we're kind of doing that part ourselves in a way. You know, he's sending us what he has. He does the full mixing and stuff like that. And then, like I said, we'll go to a point where it's like, okay, this needs to be raised or this needs to be lowered. But man, it's really good, because I think we're helping each other out in that way too. Because there's times where he's throwing some effects in there. He's like, hey guys, what do y'all think of this? You know, so we're kind of going back and forth. It definitely helps out a lot.
Well, a good producer challenges you to be better.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
You know, a bad producer says, that's good. And, you know,
Here you go.
here you are. Yeah, throw my name on it. That should sell some records for you. But, you know, and I'll use like Rick Rubin, because he's a great producer, challenges the band to be better than they were on the last album or the last song or whatever, or Mutt Lange even. You know, when they talk, I heard Def Leppard talking about Mutt Lange when they made Hysteria. Hysteria was an incredibly long album, and Def Leppard just wanted to do like, I don't know, you know, 8 songs or something like that. But Mutt was like, no, do this one. No, wait, throw this one in there too. You know, and these were some of the biggest songs, like Pour Some Sugar on Me, which was a huge hit for Def Leppard.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the 5th member of a 4-member band, Aaron. You know, it's the silent member that it really pushes you.
Yeah.
Am I wrong? Am I wrong? I'm not taking anything away from you guys, am I?
No, not at all.
No, not at all.
All right.
I agree with you.
You're a little quiet over there, so I got a little nervous.
Well, just back, you know, because I know when DC Talk was popular and big, they had a producer, the same guy all the time, and they would tell you he pushed us to do better,
right?
Yeah.
You know,
and I think that's what we want to do. Every song that we, you know, every song we put out, it's like, all right, let's make the next one better. Let's make the next one better.
Right.
And then hopefully whatever comes next is like, all right, these are going to be better.
So do you find that it's difficult in any way working remotely with a producer? Because back in the day, the producer was in the studio with you and doing things with you, where now you were just explaining, you know, he puts something on it and sends it back to you and says, what do you think? Do you find that frustrating or difficult at all? Or do you think it's better?
Man, that's a tough question.
That's a tough one, because I really don't have experience recording at all.
Yeah.
Just with how we're doing it here. But I mean, it's working out great. He's sending us whatever samples he has so far, and he's asking us, okay, this is the cut, this is this version. What do you think? What do you think? What can be tweaked? What can we make better? Yeah, we just send our ideas. Mess with this, like Ryan was saying earlier. Let's lower this. Let's raise this. Let's do this. Let's do that. And it's worked out so far.
Cool.
But, yeah.
Well, it has worked out because the 3 songs are very good.
Yeah.
And there's no doubt that you know, in my opinion, you guys are, you know, ready. You know, you got 3 great tracks, and
if Aaron had a record label, he'd sign you today.
Yeah, that would be it.
That's the best way to put it.
It's sort of like, you know, we're 3 songs that Saving Jackie had, and then, you know, we're very quality songs, and then next thing you know, they they get signed and do 3 more. For
Is that the way it
EP.
worked out for the Saving Jackie?
Yes, that had worked out.
Oh,
So,
okay. All right.
And so again, it just however it works for you. And so, but those are 3 really good songs.
Now we were talking with Jaron previously, and you jumped in on that, Ryan. And we were talking about all these bands are coming out of San Antonio. And do you find that it is a good support group with all these bands together? I mean, it seems like you all get along. Is there any kind of, I don't really like doing a show with that guy, but I'll keep it to myself. And I'm not asking for names. I'm just saying, is there any of that, or is it you guys just all love getting together and, oh man, oh yeah, we got something booked with Saving Jackie and Stop the Sun, so that's going to be a great show? Or what's it like?
Yeah, you know what? I think the support here is awesome, you know, because the show that we actually did at the Rock Box, I don't know if Jaron had mentioned it, but Caleb was there from Stonewall Static.
Oh, nice.
And so it's just like to see that support even from other bands who aren't even on that gig is like, hey man, he was there. He was showing support for us, you know, when he really didn't have to be, you know. Right. So it was really awesome to see that support. I think a lot of the bands here do support each other. I feel like when it comes to gigs, even it's like, hey, we need an extra band or something, you know, they'll throw them on there, or they'll throw us on, or, you know, vice versa. It's like, my church is having this outreach in next month actually. And so I'm starting to, I know these people. So it's like, okay, let's bring in so-and-so, let's bring in this band, you know, so it definitely helps out to know people as well.
You're doing a show with Stonewall Static.
Yes, sir. In Houston.
Yeah. In Houston. Yeah.
September 30th.
Yeah. Caleb was saying they had a pretty good following in Houston. So expect a good turnout.
Yeah.
Nice.
You know,
right.
And so,
nice.
That's great. You guys are, you know, playing before them or however it works out, but that's great. You guys are getting a date
now
with them.
Something totally unrelated. It's just popped into my head, Ryan, and I'm not making fun. You know, you got a love for the faith and all that. And every time you're on, I see all these crosses in the background. And it just occurred to me that while I know why they're in the background, you might also consider a career in vampire hunting, because I think you got all the gear that you need to make it happen.
Oh, man. Oh.
If that's the way I need to go, wherever the Lord takes me.
Hey, no vampires coming over to Ryan's house. It ain't happening.
Look, if we ever have an apocalypse, y'all are more than welcome to come over.
Hey, if there's an apocalypse, I'm heading to Texas, because that's the safe place to be.
We got all the guns too, man. Texas,
yeah. See, I desperately want to get out to Texas or Tennessee or something like that. Yeah, that's a whole other show, but anyhow,
move here if you want, you know.
Yeah. Well, I need a job, Ryan. So that's the one that's holding me back. I need a job.
So, like the last time you were on, it came up when the next song was coming out, and you guys gave us a hint. So, you got this one out? When's the next one?
Hang on, I can answer that for you, Aaron.
Okay.
When it's ready.
When it's ready. Oh.
I'm hoping, honestly, I'm really hoping by the end of the year sometime, or maybe even the beginning of next year.
Okay.
Just in time for Christmas.
Yeah.
You can unwrap it on Christmas morning.
You know, you can do a Christmas. You can do a Christmas song. Because there's,
Reborn Christmas album.
There's not enough renditions of Grandma Got Ran Over by
a reindeer. That is
not enough.
That is Aaron's one of Aaron's favorite Christmas songs, and I dread it.
I'll keep it in mind. I might just make a Reborn version. I'm sorry, Aaron.
Okay, there you go.
All right.
You don't have to tell me. So I don't need to know. I won't listen to it. I'm just telling you right now. So you do Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer? I'm not listening to it. Okay, but
hey, one more story before I go.
Okay.
One, my break time's almost over. Number two, my phone's about to die.
Okay.
You asked about how we came up with the idea of the song Reflection. It's a short story. If you happen to watch the backstory of Ready to Fly, it's literally the same thing. It was a riff that I had in my demos, my archive, and I allowed access for Ryan to just go and listen to my tracks. And hey, if you come up with anything, just let me know or have at it. And sure enough, he came to me one day. He said, "Hey, I like that tune you called Reflections. I like that one." So he said, "Yeah, I think I got some lyrics I can work out for it." So sure enough, that's how it came to be.
Nice. So it's kind of an extension of Ready to Fly.
As far as the backstory, it was part of that. It was part of the list of videos that I had.
Okay.
Okay. Great.
Cool.
Great.
Right on.
All right. Well, I gotta go. I love you guys. Thanks for the support. Thanks for sharing our music. I gotta go.
Yes.
Bye.
Thank you for coming on, Marco. Appreciate it.
Sir.
Don't let the man get you down.
Yeah. have a good rest of your day. Thank you for taking time with us.
Take it easy, Marco.
Love you guys.
Yep.
So Ryan, you know, here's my idea for a Christmas song is seeing as Reborn. I'm trying to make this very delicate so I don't come off like a jerk. As seeing as Reborn is you're mostly all Hispanic heritage, right? Okay. Yep. Feliz Navidad.
That's it. I'm gonna
do a hardcore rock version of Feliz Navidad. You got it.
We're gonna make it happen.
Lightning in a bottle, brother.
We'll do a whole crossover tour in Mexico.
There you go. See,
you could do a San Antonio sampler. Just everybody from the San Antonio area makes
their own
Christmas song and puts it on.
That's a pretty good idea.
I think you're coming on to something there.
Jot that down, Ryan.
I know. My conversation. I know Caleb may be thinking about doing a Christmas song. So there's a lot of bands now.
Yeah,
so.
put a sampler CD like
man.
back in the 80s when they had that. I forget what it was called, but the Christmas thing, the whole Band-Aid Christmas thing, and they put out that album.
Yeah,
and it was all different bands covering old Christmas. I'm telling you.
Yeah,
jot that down.
I think that we might work something out there.
That's a good idea.
Christmas music is the most popular music on the radio. That's why, that's why I'm sure you have a station there that plays Christmas music from Thanksgiving on. I think we got one here. We got one here. They're everywhere. But the reason they do it is because people listen.
Yeah, definitely.
Hey, I throw on the Christmas music when we open gifts. That's our Christmas music time.
That's where I am too.
Got to set the mood, man.
It's a thing for everybody. But imagine that Reborn, Stonewall, Saving Jackie, and you're listening to their Christmas music. Their Christmas.
I think that's fantastic, man. I'd pay $10 for that album.
Maybe stop the sun and become.
You can't forget Faith Head. I know they're not. I know they're not in San Antonio, but you got to get the boys from Faith Head in on it too.
Yeah. Deal.
And so, but
all right.
When's your next show?
Our next show that's going to be kind of bigger would be that one with Stonewall Static. We do have one next weekend at Kingsborough Baptist Church, I believe it is, here in San Antonio. It's more of a youth event, so it's for the kiddos.
That's great,
we're definitely going to go over there and have some fun.
Do you guys find that you get a pretty good turnout or a better turnout in the churches than you do in the bars, or do you find it's the other way around?
I think we get more of a view when it comes to the churches or like outreaches and stuff like that for church. I think we definitely get a better view. Like Jaron was saying for that show at the Rock Box, it was like everybody was there for that guy's birthday. And as soon as their band got off, we were next up. And then all of his little crowd was just whoop out the door. And it was like,
well, that does happen. Yeah. I've been to shows where, somebody's there later on in the show. And so you don't see the crowd come in till then,
right.
Or somebody's on early and the crowd's there and then they take off. It happens. Everybody has their followers. I get it.
Yeah. I think something we were talking about too, when it comes to booking is try to get in the middle. So that way whoever's at the end, they're still going to stay there.
Right. What band was it that we were talking to that they said that happened to them, where they just ended up going on last by default, and they were like, everybody was gone by the end. I forget who that was.
Yeah.
But was that Peter 118?
It could be.
Yeah, it could have been. Anyhow, it was a funny story.
We talked to a lot of bands now, which,
Yeah.
which is great though.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, so new songs out. It's called Ryan
Reflection.
Reflection,
It's,
and it's on Spotify. And it's. Do you guys do the SoundCloud too?
I actually thought about doing that recently because I've been seeing a lot of people on SoundCloud, but I'm like, should I do it? Should I not? I'm in between on that one.
Yeah, I don't know what's involved with the SoundCloud, but I know a lot of people are doing it. But Spotify is the easiest way to find it, correct?
Yeah, definitely. Spotify, even YouTube.
YouTube, Apple. You on Apple?
Yep. YouTube, Apple Music, Pandora. I think even Deezer. We just got a Bandcamp account, so we're on there as well. If you want to help support financially, that definitely helps. And then of course iTunes also.
Yeah, throw some love to the band if you're into them. This is how they are able to keep it going. They sell T-shirts and stickers, and purchase their music and that sort of thing, because you're not getting rich off this, right, Ryan?
No, definitely.
As far as I know,
No,
'cause we're not getting rich off ours. So
yeah, no, not anytime soon, I don't think.
but
Hey, if God makes that way, we're gonna do it.
well, absolutely,
but-
but the thing is every little bit helps. I mean, if
Yeah,
we had
definitely.
merch to sell and somebody bought a T-shirt for $10, $10 would go straight back into the show, because that's
Right.
what you do with the money. Is you don't go out to McDonald's and buy dinner.
No.
You're throwing it back into the show.
Yeah, and that definitely helps out a lot. Like if anybody is wanting to, we do have our merch on our website, officialreborn.com. There's merch, there's the links to buy our albums and stuff like that. So
Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie, I was a little jealous of Aaron's Tumblr, because when it came in, I was like, that is so cool. And you notice he doesn't have it today. You should have brought it today, man.
I should, thank
yeah.
you for calling out.
Christmas is
Yeah,
around the corner. Christmas is around the corner.
Yeah, it's actually really cool. I saw it. I was like, now I kind of want one for me.
Yeah, even my wife, when she saw it, she was like, "Hey, I want one." I was like, "Okay, we'll get you one."
Yeah, they're cool. Definitely worth the money.
Yes.
Definitely. So
Instagram, Facebook, on Spotify and everything. So please check out Reborn.
yep.
Out
Our
there.
friend Ryan Garza, all the way from San Antonio, Texas. Thank you for coming on the show. And check out Reflection.
Yep. So if you're listening to Musecast or podcast version, you're going to hear the song Reflection right now on Rock Salt Musecast Experience.